No.
Son, you can get the pearl by defeating that.
Oh, would you just shut up already? Jeez! Yeah! You just shut up! Stupid genie, shut up!
It should be cooler inside. Doesn't quite look like it.
Ah! Oh, come on! How the heck is that even fair? Oh, what the hell? I don't really want to play this anymore. This game is garbage. So I want to play something that nobody's ever heard of. Something that feels different. Something like...
Whiplash, 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 whiplash.
Purple, quit it.
Whoop, sorry. I was just gonna go play this game I got at a thrift store. Yay.
Let me see that. Whiplash. This might be what I need to get me out of this gaming rut. Mind if I give it a go?
Alright. I'm gonna go at night Pink and Koopa.
Fine, but where's your brother?
He's on a date with a jar of relish.
So, how long have you been up Jar of Relish?
Well, he did marry a bottle of mustard and was used by a bottle of ketchup. Yeah, I kind of stopped questioning it a long time ago. Ever notice how in some TV shows they usually have their main character play a video game, and that video game usually consists of an animal escaping from a animal testing facility? And you're thinking, they can't possibly make a game like that because the idea is, well, too obvious. Well, I'm here to tell you you're completely wrong in thinking that. As in, today's game, brought to us by the same people that did the Tomb Raider series, currently, Crystal Dynamics, they did this with the original Xbox and the PS2. And this came being Whiplash. Here we go! A 6-year-old Gemini California white rabbit named Redman has been experimented with makeup products that has made his fur virtually practically indestructible. While a 3-year-old in weasel years, long-tailed weasel named Spanx, has been induced with electric shock treatments, making him possibly the fastest weasel in the world. Sonic, eat your heart out. These two have outlived their usefulness in the eyes of a mega giant conglomerate of all things evil, Walmart. Oops, sorry. Wrong company. That is, for something else. I meant Genron. So, Redman and Spanx are sent to a machine called the Recombinator to become a Reasel or a Weezit. Another possible combination is Reezit or Wabbit. If you guys come up with any other combinations for the words Weasel and Rabbit, put them in the comments below. I'm kind of curious to see what you guys can come up with. However, just as they are about to be combined together, they somehow escape and now they are on the loose to try and bring Genron down. The game itself is an action platformer as you play as Spanx, and you use Redman due to his practically invincibility to smash, glide, and fight your way to victory. Plus, as an added treat, you get to stuff Redman inside of electric fire, radioactive goo, ice, and helium fumes to harm your enemies, and to reach new places you normally couldn't get to. The main goal is to escape Genron while freeing all of the animals from their captivity. Yes, the way how Genron puts it, animals are dumb, and they love to be experimented on, and put to work for the betterment of humankind. The second objective is to cost Genron about $6 million in damage. How do you do that, you may ask? Well, do what gamers do best. Smash stuff! Hell, the game even encourages it. as you might get something special if you get Genron's cost down to 0. However, as you continue on, the game suffers from backtracking Itis. While Whiplash does this to a medium degree, the levels themselves are very fun to explore, and sometimes it's kind of neat to find where things are hidden. The downside to this is the map itself is very clunky, and it gets you more lost than anything else. And you can't find your way out of certain situations, and you'll be left asking, what do I do, and where do I go? As the game is unclear of where you need to go at times due to the poor map. Plus, the camera is excruciatingly horrible, as at times you might fall into a pit because of it. The visuals themselves look like they don't even belong on an Xbox or PlayStation 2. Instead, they look like a later generation PS1 game, especially with the human characters. Hell, the human characters run like this. However, the graphic style on the animals appears to be a bit more expressive, especially with Redmond. The one thing the game does right is the writing of the humor. Just take a look at some of the jokes the game presents in the cutscenes.
Adjourn, gentlemen. Not just yet. No. No. Yes. No. We have nothing to say to each other. I come with a warning. Peanut butter! Set the animals free, Franklin. Set the animals free before it's too late. You're out of your mind. Do you know what would happen if I freed all the animals? We could make breakfast tacos. The hamster cannon. That's just plain mean.
Ooh. Throughout the game, a voice is heard over a loudspeaker promoting some of the things Genron has done with the factory. I would like to go into more, but I don't want to spoil any more of the writing than what I've already done. Just play the game to get more of an idea of what I'm talking about. Trust me, it just gets even more crazier as the game goes on. Whiplash is an excellent game, and it is truly one of the most underrated games you will ever find. However, with the poor map, poor camera, and the amount of filler, it kind of bogs the game down. But with the writing, excellent platforming, and the level designs are enough for players to keep coming back to it and to see where the game goes from there. So, I'm going to say you must play it. Right now. Play it. Yeah, that. You won't be disappointed. Now, if you excuse me, I gotta go apologize to our Walmart overlords for making a very cheap joke at them. See you guys later. If I'm not back from their dungeon. No, hey, look, something weird. Too serious.